What's up, guys? You're listening to the Dylan Shively Podcast, and I am your host, Dylan Shively, here with another word of the day. So I think I'm starting to like these words of the day. I haven't picked up a dictionary or anything in a while, but there's words that I hear, and it gets me thinking. And I hear the context of it or how people are saying certain words or how they use them. And it's just like completely out of context. On last episode, we were talking about the word of humble and how it gets misused. Another one is discipline and how discipline is actually the tool that will get you everything and anything that you want. So there is no magic hack. There is no magic tool. There is no magic anything. There is no secret. And I'm tired of living in a day and age where there's information everywhere about a secret and a hack when the real hack is discipline. And I want to break down discipline for a second too, because I've heard plenty of times when it comes to discipline for fitness or discipline for a diet or discipline within the business in any form, people say, I wish I had the discipline. I wish I had this. And I don't really understand why we say that. Now, here's the other thing with discipline. I'm going to tell you first and foremost with myself, I am not perfectly 100% disciplined all the time. And there is not a person on the face of this earth that I think can look at you in your eyes if you're watching on video, or can tell you straight in your ears if you're listening in audio, and confidently say that they are 100% disciplined all the time, every single day in their life, no matter what. I don't think it exists. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to do it anyway. So when I hear people talk about discipline, it's usually in the negative of they wish they've had it, as if it's something that it's difficult to work on. Because see, all of the skills that you need to build in order to get a higher quality of life that you're looking for, or to get closer to the goals of what you're looking for, is to focus on the disciplines. So you can build and carve and cultivate the skill of discipline by doing things that require discipline. So for example, when it comes to fitness, oh, I wish I had the discipline to show up to the gym every day. Okay, well, why don't you start by committing to 2 days a week? And let's say you pick Monday and Tuesday. Well, every Monday and Tuesday, no matter what, you now build the rest of your life around that 1 hour or that 30 minutes, whatever it is that you cut out for yourself. And if you even said, well, Dylan, I don't have an hour, well, you also heard 30 minutes. Or maybe it's literally you going into the parking lot, getting in the gym, walking on the treadmill for 5 minutes, and walking right back out. You have to take some step to build momentum to building that discipline. This is how it works in anything that you want to do. So if you want to get more discipline in the gym, try this. Drive there, get on the treadmill for 5 minutes, and then leave. And do that 2 days at the same time in the same 2 days over the next few weeks. And then you'll realize you'll find more time to say, well, this time I'm going to do 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you'll start to increase the time. And then you'll see you're there for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Now you have more time within the gym to do more types of exercises, and you start to create a routine. And when you start seeing those little small physical changes, maybe the shirt fits a little bit different. Maybe the pants fit a little bit different. Well, you know what happens? You've been building the momentum and building the discipline. And now when you see a little bit of the outcome, you're starting to see some of the result. You then become addicted to the result. And this is where you actually need discipline even more. So as you start to see a result, I know there's people out there, because trust me, I even find myself falling into this every once in a while still today, where my shirt feels different. Somebody compliments me and says, oh, Dylan, you're looking thinner. Oh, Dylan, have you been working out? And my head doesn't get big for it. It's great that they recognize it. But there's this little piece in my head that says, dude, you made it. You made it. People notice. You could take a day off at the gym. You can stop drinking the smoothie every day. You can stop doing the things that got you there. You can take a day off. It's okay. You can rest, because one of the goals was for somebody to notice. So discipline is required to get the things started that you want to do. But then you need to build it and ask for the maintenance of it. So maintaining discipline is harder than starting the start out of discipline. So now, like I said, people will compliment, oh, you look different. You look thinner. Man, you look strong. Oh, you've been going to the gym. And that little voice in your head goes, yeah, no, I have. Oh, you noticed? And you try to play it off, like they don't know that you know, and you know that they know. So I don't know why we do that either. But you have to maintain the discipline. So here's what happens. You don't take the day off. All you do is you increase the intensity. So maybe it's how intense you work out within that 30 minutes if you could only do 30 minutes. Or maybe you found you can now go 3 days a week. And months will go by, because this is not an overnight process. None of it. Personally, professionally, with fitness, with diet, with business, none of it is overnight. So it takes time. And discipline is required every single day, because the momentum, think of it like a snowball. As you roll the snowball and you keep going and keep going and keep going, it gets bigger. And then it's almost impossible to stop as it gets big enough. So that is how discipline works. So instead of when you hear the word discipline and wishing you have it, or when you see somebody and you can tell when they're disciplined, when they're physically in shape, when you see someone who walks in a room and they're physically in shape, people tend to flock to them, not because of a physical attraction, but because you can tell that that person is disciplined. You know the work that it takes to get there. Don't you want that for yourself? Wouldn't you want your kids or your spouse or the people around you that love you to see that you are building this discipline muscle? Because you might motivate them to do the same. You might motivate them to do the same thing. So as you develop this discipline and you start to notice change, now it requires 10 times more to keep it. So what I'd like to see happen is we stop using the word discipline in a negative connotation, wishing that we had it, because wishing isn't a strategy. Doing is the strategy. Doing and taking action will build the momentum for you to get the discipline that you're looking for, that you wish you had. Now, when it comes to building your business, this is the same thing. Man, I wish we could do X amount of dollars. Man, I wish we can have X amount of employees. Man, I wish we could have X amount of customers. Man, I wish we were in X amount of cities or states. Wishing isn't the strategy. Doing is the strategy. So when you hear discipline, get excited for discipline. Get obsessed with discipline, because that discipline will bring you everything that you wish you had. Stop wishing, start doing. Discipline is the answer. It's not a secret. It's a requirement for you to win in life.